Yeah, here's the rundown. Burning out front, Gauthier in second, Cade Dupuis in third, and that battle is tightening up here. In fourth position, it's Hayden Nash, and in fifth, it's Brady Hall with Paulin in sixth, Levering in seventh. And speaking of Connor Levering, Don, he may be in contention here for the Underage Classman Award.
Yep, that top finishing young rider in the class.
He is 8 years old. We've got several 8-year-olds, but he might be the top placing finisher here in the 65-7-11 age group at 8 years old. So Connor Levering, I believe, is in contention for that Underclassman Award, which is really cool.
He's got to stay ahead of Lincoln Bray to do it, though. And right now, Bray is in 8th place right behind him. So I'm not going to go too crazy calling this one until the checkered flag comes out.
And it looks like his brother, Connor's brother, Liam, I believe, down here just below the tower. And family waving, checking out their brother, watching Connor out there. So don't quote us on that, but I think that is the case here. If we're wrong, come up here and punch JP right in the mouth.
Oh, absolutely.
Dad's like, I'm on my way. JP needs to be punched anyway.
It's just a preventative one, right?
A preventative punch.
We don't know
JP
what you
Parsons.
did, but we know you did something.
Yeah, you're going to get in trouble at some point today, so we're going to clock you right now. Here comes Mr. Levering. He's up there. He's got a dip in his mouth. He's got his cowboy boots on. He's fixing to take JP for a ride.
See, that's I'm 5 of 6 kids, so my mom would just hit each of us just in case you missed something.
Just slap all the
All
way
right, I
down.
don't know who did it. I'm going to slap you all just in case I miss something.
That's right. White flag has been pulled out of the huddle hut here. It is Yamina Burning. One more lap here for the class potential champion.
And she has stayed on a great pace. She has been right around that 2:30, 2:31 lap time pretty much all race long. Cade Dupuis hanging on to the second spot in the overall. Gauthier third in the moto, but sits fourth in the overall picture because it's Hayden Nash right now. If he can hang on to that fourth place spot, there's a 3:11. He is going to be the final step on the podium with a 4.4 score.
Yeah, and a heartfelt, gutted moment here for Armbruster. He's got that 2:27 lap time. He is out of the equation now, so he would have been in contention to win this championship or at least challenge Yamina. Yamina won the first moto, so Armbruster had to win the second moto, and unfortunately something has happened to Armbruster as the white flag. Laundry folks are at the front gate. Laundry folks at the front gate. Our washateria folks here in Wortham, Texas are at the front gate, so if you have laundry that needs to be picked up, now is the time, folks. Now is the time to go up to the front gate and pick up your laundry service.
I have some dirty laundry, but it has nothing to do with clothes.
That's right. Don Henley sang a song about that.
There you go. All righty, here we go. Yamina Burning going to grab that checkered flag race win for the CP Racing Cobra 110 Racing ride.
And how about that 3:12 of Dupuis closing in here? A good second, 6.2 moto scores for Dupuis.
Wow, he really brought the lap times down on that final lap. He was coming.
He did. A 2:28, so solid ride here. Hayden Nash, it looks like a 4.4 moto scores for Hayden Nash. Well, should finish up here in third.
Yeah, there he is.
And again, if my calculations are correct, Connor Levering should take the top underclassman award, which is going to be really cool. Connor probably not expecting that whatsoever. So Courtney Miller will grab Connor Levering. He'll be number 38, Courtney Miller. Grab number 38, Connor Levering should be our underclassman award winner.
All right, so we're underway with women's 12 plus. Isla Phillips with the tamer hole shot.
All right, I was looking for you. I heard some crazy things happen, but you're going to be the tamer hole shot award winner, Ezra Armbruster. I watched that start. It was good. I thought you mean to have it, but then I seen you knife the inside, man, get that hole shot. Tell me what happened out there with the bike.
My foot peg fell off.
That's pretty crazy, isn't it? Have you ever rode a bike before with no foot peg?
No.
That's the one you don't really train for, is it?
No.
All right, brother. I know you got a lot of people to thank for getting that tamer hole shot award. Tell me who that is.
I want to thank my mom and dad. Jesus Christ, keep me safe. My Altus Blue Crew, Jordan, Ed, 100%, 6 Bell helmets, an ODI, and that's all.
All right, guys, get for Ezra Armbruster, your tamer hole shot award winner. I'm going to make my way through. Lincoln. Oh. Let's get Lincoln in here. Come on, Lincoln. Lincoln, come on up. All right, bring him up here on the podium. Tell me what your name is, bud.
Lincoln.
Lincoln what?
Lincoln Bray.
Guess where you're going, Lincoln?
Where?
You're going to the James Stewart Ride Day. Check this thing out, dude. Congratulations. Are you excited to go to that James Stewart Ride Day?
Yes, sir.
I bet you are, brother. You going to throw some big whips?
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. Tell me who you'd like to thank.
My mom, my dad, Freestone, Beast Motor Lab, FXR, Jesus Christ for keeping me safe, and everybody else, thank you.
All right, guys, hold that thing up. Get up for Lincoln Bray. All right, now we're going to go talk to our third overall finisher up here on the podium, the 65-711. I want you to be loud on the mic. I want you to be excited about this. Tell them what your name is.
Hayden Ash,
And where are you from, Hayden?
California.
Hayden Ash, making the drive to California here to Freestone. Do you have a good time?
Yeah.
Love to hear, bro. Walk me through that moto.
It was good. I didn't get that bad of a start, and I just tried to make my way through the pack, and yeah.
Hayden, it was a great ride, to say the least. Tell me who you'd like to thank for making this all possible.
The Lord Jesus Christ for keeping me safe. My mom, my dad, Leah, Vision Moto Co, MX Clinic, Mika Metals, Runes Reserve, Dirt Care, Guts Race, Guts Seat Covers, and everybody else. Thank you.
All right, guys, get up for our third overall, dude. Mr. Ash getting her done. Second overall. Let's talk to K2P, bro. Great riding out there. Walk me through it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Pretty good. That's all you got?
Well, the track has like no ruts, but the outsides are built good, so I just hold it wide open around them.
Hey, bro. Like today's lucky day?
No.
Well, guess what? You just got lucky. Luck of the draw. You're going to James Stewart Ride Day, brother. You stoked on that or what?
Yes.
You ever thrown a whip before?
Yes.
Oh, you gonna throw whips at Stewart's compound?
Mm-hmm.
All right, brother, dude. Hey, second overall, got the luck of the draw. Tell me who you'd like to thank.
My mom, my dad, my mechanic, Husqvarna, 100%, BFD, Lifestyle Drywall, Fox, and whatever I missed.
All right, guys, that's K2P. I like that, whatever I missed. That's pretty good, pretty solid. Before we talk to our champion, we're going to bring up our underclassmen. We'll get the underclassmen award out first before we get to talk to you, Mina. Hey, I want you to come up here front and center. Underclassmen, you know what that means, right?
No.
It means you're the best finishing underage rider out there, bro. You made it happen. Hold this thing up. Hey, haven't I seen you before, bro? Aren't you like a mechanical bowl champion or something?
Yeah.
I thought so, brother. Hey, you went out there, you rode hard, you worked hard. Tell me who you'd like to thank.
My mom, dad, sister, brother, Jesus Christ for keeping me safe. AYOT, ODI, Dunlop, 100%, 60, that's all.
All right, guys, you're Connor, elaborate your underclassmen. Good job, brother. Now we're going to talk to our champ here in this one. Mina, we've been watching you a lot. You had some good rides, overcame a little adversity out there. Tell me how it went for you.
I got off to a pretty good start, and then I was riding behind Ezra for a couple of laps, and then sadly his foot peg fell off. And then I was just trying to go as fast as I can through the corners.
Absolutely right place, right time. Your corners were looking really good out there. Who would you like to thank for making this all possible?
I'd like to thank my family, my mechanic TJ, my coaches Jake and Shannon Nide, Alpine Star 100%, 110, Bees Moto Lab, Cobra, Dunlop, CP Racing, T-Rex Throttles, Tamer Hole Shots, and everyone else that's helped me get to this point. Thank you.
Awesome job. Great job. Now we're going to bring in Chris Tuttle with the NMA to present you with the NMA #1 plate. Give it up for our top three here in the 65, 7 through 11. Don't forget to pop that champagne. Parents love getting sprayed by champagne.
All right, sounds like good times down there on the podium. We've got the women's 12 plus going on the track. Isla Phillips with the Tamer hole shot. She had dropped back to second as Alvarez got her, but Phillips going to get Alvarez back on lap 2, so back out front on the 38. Alvarez in second, Kiana Kurtz third, Haley Johnson and Lena O'Brien rounding out your top 5, followed by Kylie Hayes, Skylar Drake, Carissa Kinsey, Lex Clark, and Kaylee Popke rounding out your top 10. And now Kiana Kurtz starting to close up and battle with Kylie Alvarez for second. So women's 12 plus riders, Isla Phillips looking to grab the win here. So Phillips with the win in Moto 1, she would be the top finisher here in the women's plus 12. Kiana Kurtz coming in with 2-3 scores, putting her second overall. Alvarez 4-2, sitting third overall right now. And it's Haley Johnson and Skylar Draycott through the top 5 overall as they run, but we still have laps to put in here as the women's 12 plus going 20 minutes.
Mina Burning down to the podium. Mina Burning, please report back down to the podium.
So again, Phillips, Alvarez, Kurtz, O'Brien, and Johnson top 5. Kylie Hayes, Skylar Drake got 6th and 7th. Carissa Kinsey in 8th. Lex Clark running in the 9th spot on the 257. Can't see it with the helmet on, but I'm pretty sure she's smiling under there. And Kayla Papke going to round it out in the 10th spot on the 24. So this is women's 12 plus out on the track. Again, 20-minute moto for the women's 12 plus. Plenty of time for stuff to happen. Race 30, the 450B Limited next off the gate. Race 31, Micro Open 4 to 8. You should be in staging. And race 32, Schoolboy 1 down to pre-staging. And just want to let folks know out there in the pits, they are dispersing the trophies. If you are in a trophy finishing position, you can head over to registration and grab those trophies. They are putting those out now. So, again, they are doing the trophies now. If you are a rider finishing in a trophy position, you can go over and grab those. And also, don't forget, once your race program is complete, make sure you return your transponder over to the eScore trailer. Once your race program is complete, promptly return that transponder over to the eScore trailer, please. So look for the 38 Isla Phillips working that loop 270 section. Going to make her way around that big sweeping left-hander. So there is the 38. Isla Phillips continues out front here. And we should be approaching that halfway point. Kiana Kurtz makes the move to second. That's going to push Alvarez back to third. And Lana O'Brien right there, only a second and a half. So Alvarez, who wants to keep a podium alive, is going to have to get moving forward. So, yeah, looking at it right now, it's a 1-1 for Phillips as they run. Kurtz a 2-2. And Alvarez sitting on a 4-3 score right now. And Lana O'Brien right now kind of playing the spoiler. She had a DNF in the first moto and sits fourth right now, so not in contention for an overall podium, but she could throw a monkey wrench in the works for third overall with Kylie Alvarez. All right, looking for the 38 of Phillips, working that left side of the track. And there's Isla Phillips up and over the FMF power wall. Phillips continues out front. Again, Kurtz on the 94, solid in second. And there's Alvarez still holding on to third. Lena O'Brien in fourth. Lex Clark coming through. She's hanging on to the ninth spot. And there is the 24, Skylar Drake coming through in the sixth spot.
I think she was looking over there at the huddle hut, just looking for that white flag.
Just looking, just wondering, hey, any chance that's going to come out anytime soon?
And the 338 of Yoni Whitmire.
But I've got the finish line jump kind of right in front of me at my home booth like this, a little bit closer. And a couple times I can hear some of the vet riders going to that finish and shouting at our flagger.
Throw that flag! Throw that flag!
So you know who's in shape and who isn't.
That kind of reminds me of the vintage racing, you know. It's about racing, cooking food, and having some adult beverages.
There you go. Not always in that order.
No, that is correct on that one. Actually, we had a very successful vintage race here, an ARMA Vintage National last April, or maybe May. Anyways, right there in that one of those months, and we got another one coming up April 18th. All the riders said the best facility they've ever been to, and a lot of the riders have gone to every track from East Coast to West Coast chasing that ARMA championship.
Hey, the proof is in the pudding. You're not lying when you say this is a premier facility.
Well, and we built a separate vintage track right behind the bathrooms, and Big Daddy Vern Patterson and April Patterson built the scoring tower, the announcing tower.
Oh,
and
nice.
Dude, it's really cool.
All right, so Phillips going to put another lap in the books out front here, as we are now lap number 7 in the books, 8 coming through the track now.
See what the time difference is. About 2 seconds.
Yeah, Kurtz was at a 2:24 before, and she got a little bit slower on that lap there with a 2:26. So probably having to work through some of the traffic. I know they are starting to work through some of the lapped riders, so that might give you a little bit of a slowdown because Kurtz has been on a good pace.
You know, to give you a kind of an indication of the size of Isla Phillips, she looks a little big on that 250. You know,
she's a tall girl.
She is.
And let's also remember, it's tall, not big. She's tall.
Tall. Oh, definitely.
So working through the laps for the women's 12 plus, Isla Phillips grabbed that tamer hole shot, and she has been out front in charge of this moto from the get-go as she puts another lap down out front.
What a beautiful track that they're getting able to ride on right now. Sun's popping out a little bit. Looks just very appetizing for nobbies.
Yeah, this is a beautiful start to the day.
Of course, a big thanks to the dirt magicians, as I call them here at Freestone. Been doing it for 27 years. So we're like State Farm. We've seen a few things, we know a few things, and we get her done. And of course, we couldn't do it without all y'all. And it's just so awesome you're supporting us, and we're going to continue to support you guys, give you the best program, give you the best experience that you can cherish on through your journey.
Absolutely, that is what they do here at Freestone County Raceway.
And the 28 of Miss Carissa Hinsey out of Coppers Cove, Texas. Currently running 8th. And the 24, Skylar Draycott, by the way of Magnolia, Texas, a little bit north of Houston.
And it looks like Phillips going to head over that number 8 ski jump down into the loop 270.
You know, all alone, Isla Phillips takes the inside through loop 270.
Yeah, Len O'Brien looks like going to start to battle with Haley Johnson. That's going to be for 4th place here in the moto.
Man, what a tough break that she had that DNF in that first moto.
Yeah, you know, it's too bad. It just takes you out of contention for the overall. But again, hey, get a good finish in this one. Leave on an up note. You know what I mean? And, yeah, still playing the spoiler a little bit for the overall picture.
Well, yeah, I mean, stuff happens. It's just like poor Armbruster, you know, a foot peg coming off. I mean, I don't think I've ever, maybe once, twice. I mean, what do you think?
I've seen that once. I saw that one year at Mammoth. That we see somebody coming around and just hanging their foot off the side. White flag is out there, this one. And, yeah, it turned out the foot peg snapped off.
Now, if you were short tracking and you had a left foot peg come off, you'd probably could survive.
Just take that off. So with the white flag out, Isla Phillips and Kiana Kurtz 1 and 2. There is Kylie Alvarez in 3rd.
And the white flag is out, as Don said. 1 lap remaining in our women's 12 plus.
Yep, and it looks like Haley Johnson sitting in the 5th spot here in the moto. She's going to be 4th overall. Skylar Draycott looking at her top 5 overall. But your podium right now is Isla Phillips, Kiana Kurtz, and Kylie Alvarez here in the women's 12 plus.
Isla Phillips grabbing that tamer hole shot.
Oh, yeah, making the most of that start. You start off at the hole shot, take it all the way to the checkered flag. That's exactly the formula for the championship.
And you know that's a cool feeling.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I remember hole shots. I got a few along the way. And you know what's cool is, to me, the first thing you hear is your motor first.
Oh, yeah. My son said that was his favorite thing. Because for a while on the 85, he was just a hole shot machine. And he said, Dad, you get to that turn, and you go around that corner, and there's nobody in front of you. It's just super quiet, and it's like the whole world is just sitting right there in front of you.
That's right. Nothing else matters.
Yep.
And it is. It's amazing.
So the final lap here for the women's 12 plus. Next off the gate, 450B Limited.
It looks like the 450B Limited, which is on the line, taking the win in Moto 1, was Kobe Lassar. Austin Camden 2nd, Oliver Camp 3rd, Henry Millicam 4th, and Hayden Whiteland in 5th.
Yeah, Camden been good off the gate. Lassar was a good battle yesterday. And I would imagine we're going to see it again today as the checkered flag comes out. Race win, and the overall for the Amateur MX Team Flow Vision Phoenix Handlebars ride of Isla Phillips. Kiana Kurtz on the 94 second, and Kylie Alvarez going to be 3rd. And that's how they sit in the podium. Phillips, Kurtz, Alvarez, your top 3 overall. All right, so we have got the top 3 overall in the women's 12 plus going to head to the podium. We'll get them situated down there and get a chance to talk to our top 3. So, Dean, we will go ahead and send it on down to you, sir.
All right, boys. Sorry to cut you off, but we got a podium celebration down here, Women 12 Plus. First up, we're going to bring up the number 95, Haley Johnson. Haley. I bet when you woke up today, you didn't know you're going to get to go to James Stewart's ride day. How's it feel?
Feels pretty good.
It's pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah, I really don't know what to say.
You got to throw some big whips over the Stewart compound?
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear. Tell me who you'd like to thank. Who's making this all possible, getting you the luck of the draw?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my Uncle Jim, Brandon, FXR, Janie Concrete, Scott. So.
All right, everybody else you'd like to thank, right?
Yeah, and everybody else.
All right, guys, give it up for her. She is the Luck of the Draw award winner down here. The number 95 Johnson. And going to go to our 3rd overall finisher up here on the podium. You worked hard for this 3rd place finish, didn't you?
Yeah, I definitely had to for this one.
Yeah, how were those long motos?
They're tough. I usually race off-road right now, so I have 1.5 motos, but you don't push for the whole thing, so had to figure out not to pace myself from the start and just push the whole time.
Yeah, definitely. The intensity's a little more crazy out there, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is.
All right, I know you got a lot of sponsors, a lot of people you'd like to thank, so go ahead and go through them.
Francisco for helping me on the line every time, Amanda and Chase for getting me out here, my dad supporting me at home, CP Racing, 110 Racing for having me look good, 100% goggles for the vision, Rosewood Motorsports helping me get the bikes, Precision Concepts for the suspension, Blue Crew, Kirby's, Ojo, ODI, and everybody else, thank you so much.
Awesome job and well said. Give it up for Kylie Alvarez. Now we're going to make our way over to Kiana Kurtz. Kiana, 2nd overall. I know it's not where you want to be, but hey, tell me how it went.
It was good. I got off to a pretty good start and had to make a few passes, and then I knew where I was and I stayed there. I was pretty happy with it. I got a little tired after making some passes and just kind of held my race.
Yeah, I definitely held your race. It was a great race, too, I'll tell you that. Tell me who you'd like to thank for making this all possible, Kiana.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad, my Nana, Husqvarna Canada, Brian Kurtz Trucking, Brad at Club 57, Drake at 38 in Motion, Airtrees, DIDs, Zdeno Cycle, and anybody else who helps me out. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, get up to your 2nd overall finisher, Kiana Kurtz. Now, champ is here. Here's the Phillips. First of all, I want to give you this right here. Making it happen out there, getting that Tamer whole shot, and get that whole shot award. Makes it a little bit easier when you get a whole shot, doesn't it?
Yeah, I got off a really good start, and then she just railed the outside around me, and I just got past, and then I kind of just made it happen from there.
Yeah, definitely made it happen. You knew where you needed to be out there on the racetrack, didn't you?
Yeah, I just kind of found a little pace and chilled the rest of the race.
I like it. You did it. You made it happen. You got that Tamer Whole Shot award. Who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom and my dad, the Lord for keeping me safe, 110 Racing, Flow Vision, Phoenix Handlebars, Amateur MX Team for getting all my bikes here, Edge Power Sports for getting me my bikes, Brian there, 60 FMF for getting all my bikes ready, Dunlop for the hookup, And everyone else, thank you so much.
All right, I'm going to take this right here. We're going to bring in Chris Huddle with the NMA to present you with the NMA #1 plate. Give it up for top 3 on the podium in the women's class. Take it away in the tower, boys.
Thank you, Dean. We're underway here in the 450B Limited. Austin Camden with that tamer hole shot on the Fuel Factory Asterisk Guerney 1 Industries 6D ride. He holds the lead, but Kobe Lassar, your winner from Moto 1, right on the rear tire. And we are looking at the classic 2-1-1-2 situation. Right now, Camden with a second in the first moto, with Lassar the winner in the first moto. Camden has got to win if he wants to be the champion. So it's Austin Camden, Kobe Lassar, Henry Millicum, Oliver Camp, and Caden Wigan, top 5 in the moto. And that is exactly how they sit, top 5 in the overall picture. Coming into the Lemnis Good at Oak Tree turn, Camden holds the advantage, but it has been about a second or less already on this last lap, and now going into lap 3.
You know, Don, this is not the first time we've seen Camden out front leading and somebody chase him down.
No, it was Lassar who got him yesterday, and I want to say it was towards the end of the moto. We are shaping up that battle again.
Lassar's mechanic down there throwing the zingering boomerang, the arm wave, go charge. Josh Camden, probably Josh is Austin's dad, somewhere probably fence line here watching as well. Camden would love to steal this moto and championship away from Kobe Lassar here.
Oh, yeah, and I know, coming up a little short for the win yesterday, and like I said, I want to say it happened towards the end of the moto, so let's see what happens with this one. Camden at 209, Lassar at 208. So the gap is going to continue to shrink unless Austin Camden can find another gear.
Seven-lap moto. We're on lap number 3 here, so we're nearing the halfway mark, Don. Let's see if Camden can take it back to Oklahoma, to Piedmont, Oklahoma.
I'm sure he'd like to.
Camden has a pretty incredible story, Don. He won a lot of stuff on 65s and 85s, and then they quit for a couple of years. Didn't see Camden race for a couple of years.
I heard you say that yesterday.
I think his dad,
very surprising.
Well, his dad opened up a couple of business ventures up in Oklahoma, and that kind of took some time to get established, and they just weren't into it. And then Camden started showing back up on a 125. So, in theory, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think he missed a good portion of those 85cc years.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we saw him 1 year on the 85, and then, like you said, he was gone for a couple of years.
He won the Bell Golden Helmet Award at the Texas Winter Series on, I believe, on the 65s, and then disappeared for a couple of years. So unfortunate. So.
Here we go, challenging on the inside. Shand Lassar put a wheel in on him.
Around the Leonard Skinner to Oakley they go, and Lassar takes that inside line. Camden takes the outside line.
Got to tell you, that isn't very even. Whether you're inside or outside, you have a shot, and they usually come up almost side by side down that Rocky Mountain ATV MC freeway.
Here is the rundown. It's Camden, Lassar, Camp, Millicum, and Wygant, your top 5, with Worcester in 6th. Wetzel back in 7th position. Landis in 8th. Peyton Smith out of Queen Creek, Arizona in 9th position. And in 10th, it's Colt Street out of Benjamin, Utah.
Yeah, but look at this in the overall picture. The top 5 is exactly as you called it for this race.
That's right. Sometimes the numbers do not lie. And I have a feeling Kobe Lassar is really going to start putting pressure here on Camden in the next 2 laps, because he has to, Don.
Time's going to run out. He's got to get the win.
We're on lap number 4 of a 7-lap second moto here in the 450B limited class.
And we'll be looking for them to pop back into view here. There's Camden, there's Lassar into the FMF power wall. About the same gap here, maybe a second. Different lines in the VMAX switchback.
Well, we're going to enter lap number 5 now, Don. And Lassar is putting the pressure on Camden. What a great race here. The Husqvarna out front, the Yamaha there in 2nd, and KTM back there in 3rd. Oliver Camp out of Chesterfield, Missouri.
Oh, Camden goes out to the outside. That was a risky move. He went all the way to the outside. And, of course, Lasar's like, hey, I'll take that inside line, man. But it worked out for Camden. And, again, he's going to go outside here.
He's carrying that momentum. He will have to hug this inside line around the Leonard Skinner Oak Tree. No, he goes to the outside, carries momentum. So he's relying on just forward momentum, sweeping momentum here around these outside lines.
Yeah, he's used that outside in the Oak Tree turn and in that turn right before the freeway.
As well as after the Rocky Mountain ATV CMC drop. Look
So,
what he does in the shock sock sweeper. He's going to hug that inside line here.
I guess you can't argue with what's going on because he's out front.
Yeah. Now through the Blake Baggett berm. Camden going to go to the inside. Oh, he's going to drag his foot a couple of times, dabble his foot a few times. Lasar tripling from that outside line.
I'm surprised Camden was able to get over that as smoothly as he did. Like I said, he dabbed his foot.
Yeah, he did, Don. Through the Suzuki sweeper, the Luke 270, the Valley of Love. It is Austin Camden leading Lasar, Camp, Milcam, Milliken, and Wygant out of Temecula, California.
All right, again, Camden able to get to the top of the turn and close the door.
And our two front runners going to make their way down to the left-hand team cramp corner. And they'll come up over Cemetery Hill.
No difference in the gap. I'll tell you what, Austin Camden has been dealing with the pressure from about lap 1.
And the white flag still not coming out, Don.
Oh, watch it, Lasar on the inside. Camden just able to get there ahead of him and shut the door.
That was as close as they've been the entire time going over the Dragon's back, Don.
Yeah, you know, I thought Lasar was going to have that line on the inside and be able to take it. But again, Austin Camden is just making that outside work in every turn. All right, Lasar is going to be right alongside. This time around, it might work.
He got him. He has made the pass. Lasar has made the pass on Camden.
Yep.
It was through the twist and south section. He overjumped. He outjumped Camden going into that left-hand berm. And Lasar, you know what? I watched him overjump it last lap and thought, okay, that's a pretty nice little section that Lasar has kind of figured out because he's overjumping.
And Camden right back at the front.
Camden makes the pass back. Here we go to the shock sock sweeper. He is all over him. These two neck and neck. You're talking about 2/10 of a second separate each other.
Yeah, at one point it wasn't even a bike link. They could have rubbed tires.
Wow, what an incredible moto here. Second moto, the 450B Limited, providing the fireworks. It is still Oliver Camp back in third, Milliken in fourth, and Wygant back in fifth. Our sixth place ride, Oliver Witzel out of Montana in sixth. Seventh place is still Brock Worcester. Eighth place, Peyton Smith out of King Creek, Arizona. Ninth position is still Chase Landis out of Litzel, Pennsylvania. And Colt Street out of Utah rounds out your top 10 here.
And I'll tell you,
flag has been pulled, Don.
Camden is actually going to the inside in the sweeper and then fading out as they exit the turn, and he's able to cut Lasar off and just close off the line.
And by doing that, by going to that outside of that sweeper, fading out, that sets him up for the next right-hand turn, Don.
Well, they're going to have a drag race through the rollers here as they are almost side by side coming to the white flag.
This race is intense, Don. They've passed each other 2 or 3 times so far. Here they come up over the Dragon's back. Lasar going to try to out-jump. Camden is going to try to pinch him off.
And he does.
Okay, now we got to keep our eye on that twist and south sections because that is where Lasar out-jumps Camden. He did that the last 2 laps.
Now
and
you
on
got
the last lap, that's where he made the pass.
Will Camden fade out and close that line off because he knows it's coming? Lasar on the Gonzalez, he's going to get him.
Oh, he makes the pass over the number 3 tabletop. Let's see how far he jumps. Watch this. Watch Lasar right there. Lasar now comfortably has the lead. He's got a half of a second on Camden, and he is starting to pull. And you know what? I'm watching Camden's body English now, and it looks like he is just...
He might have tightened up a little bit there as that was a lot of pressure.
Yeah, because you're seeing Lasar now. Lasar now a 1.5 second gap. I think that is it for Camden. I think he did what he could for as long as he could. And Lassar now starting to pressure. And you see Camden, he's just checking up a little bit slower in the corners. Doesn't quite have that intensity. I think Camden just threw everything at Lassar he could, and it's just not enough.
Well, here's the thing, too. He's been riding defensively for the last 3 laps, so you know he knows he's there. You know he's trying to figure out what can I do. It's got to be mentally taxing, and it's also his heart rate must be through the roof.
That's right. What a great 450B limited, Don.
Woo. I'm tired just watching it.
I could watch this all day long.
Oh, yeah.
Let's keep them out there and let them go another 3 hours.
Yes, nothing. Pull that white flag back in.
That's right.
Well, what a battle here. Colby Lassar, he was relentless.
Yes,
every
he was.
turn, every chance he got, he was putting the wheel in. Absolutely relentless.
Well, he did exactly what he did in the first moto. He passed him towards the very end of the moto.
Yep.
What a championship run here for Colby Lassar. Austin Camden, Oliver Camp, your top 3 here. Checkered flag is going to wave here for the number 11 out of Sedalia, Colorado. Little left-handed fist pump.
He should be pumped. That was a heck of a battle.
Dean,
Austin Camden in second.
Dean Diaz, not sure how much of that you got to watch or hear, but that is the race of the day so far. Camden and Lassar putting on just one fantastic moto. Both should be champions in my mind.
Yeah, unfortunately, there can only be one. Oliver Camp can hang on to third. That'll be the final step on the podium. And there is Milliken. We're looking for Wigan in 5th. What a race that was. Can't wait to hear from them down on the podium in the 450B Limited.
I'm interested to see what Austin Camden and Lassar have to say here, Don. That was a great. I wish all of them were like that.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to hear from Dean down there on the podium in a few minutes. So, Dean, let's get the scoop on that one.
All right, down here on the podium right now. Had to track down Courtney. All right, we're looking for Chase Landis. Give it his up on the podium. Chase Landis, guess what, brother? You're going to the James Stewart Ride Day. You excited?
Yeah, sounds sick.
What happened to that moto out there?
Just been dealing with some injuries, just getting back into it, but we're going to go back training and come back out stronger.
Awesome, man. You be healthy for that James Stewart Ride Day. Who would you like to thank for helping you out this year?
I want to thank my mom, my dad, my grandparents back home supporting me. O'Neill, X-Brand, ODI, EVS, Twin Air, Dunlop, Depth Graphics, and everyone else. Thank you so much.
All right, hold that thing up. Show everybody what you got. Chase Landis getting the luck of the draw. Congratulations. Now we're going to go over here to the third overall finisher. Oliver, man, you've been riding hard. You've been riding good. You just haven't been able to get to the top step, but hey, you're up here on the podium, and that's what matters. How'd that moto go?
Yeah, it went all right. Just got a little squirrely off the start and just had to work to the pack up to third. Just this week's been pretty hard. Just haven't been riding myself. Just made a lot of mistakes, went down, but we're going to have to regroup and be good for next week where it really matters.
Yeah, man, learning. Definitely learned a lot of learning, a lot of experience out here that you got. Who'd you like to help? Who'd you like to thank for helping you out this year?
My mom, my dad, everybody back, all the boys at TTG back home. Chris and Jen from 110, best gear out there. 60, Scott, everybody over at NLab, Factory Connection. Todd and Christian, Alpha, Moto Apparel, Dan from T-Rex, everybody over at MTF, Colleen, Brian, Jacob, Luca, Tony, Super C up at the shop. And my motor builder, TLR, and everybody else, thank you.
All right, give it up for your third overall finisher, Oliver Camp. Now we're going to go here our second place rider, man. He almost had this one. He got the whole shot. I'm going to pick up this Tamer Whole Shot Award because he is our Tamer Whole Shot Award winner. Austin Camden, man. That was a tough one out there. How'd it go?
It was pretty good. I got a really good start and pushed for as long as I could, and I got arm pump, and I just couldn't hold on anymore.
Yeah, it's very common here at Freestone for you to get arm pump, dude. But hey, you got a lot of people helping you out this year. People that helped you get that whole shot award. Who'd you like to thank?
My mom, my dad, my grandparents for coming out. Shannon Ide, Jake Balmer, Asterisk 60, Spy Optics, Redane from Merge, and everyone else who supports me. Thank you all so much.
All right, guys, that's Austin Camden. Got that whole shot award, second overall here in this one. Now the champ, Colby Lassar, dude, get it done. Had to push for it. How'd it go?
Yeah, it was good. Got second off the start, and then it was just a dogfight from there, and ended up getting him on the last lap. So yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I heard you had the announcers going crazy out there. Great job, dude. I know you got a lot of people to thank. Tell me who they are.
Yeah, first of all, this one's for my brother. He had a pretty bad accident last week, so this one's for him. And then I want to thank my mom, my dad, my mechanic, the whole Altus Blue Crew Yamaha team, ODI, Moose, Monster, Bell, 100%, Alpine Stars, T-Rex, Guts, and everybody else. Just thank you so much. Game Moto and Greg.
All right, awesome job out there. Now we're going to bring in Chris Huddle with the NMA to present you with that NMA number 1 plate. Give it up for top 3 on the podium. And don't forget, boys, to pop that champagne. What is going out there on the racetrack, guys?
All right, well, Dean, we got the Micro Open 4-8 out there getting their laps in. The 17 of Jackson Boyd with the Tamer hole shot, and he sits in second right now. Cade Swarthfager taking over the top spot early. So it's Cade Swarthfager, Jackson Boyd, Callahan Russo, Nick Black, and Lincoln Bray, your top 5. Moving up into 6th place early on, it's Liam DeLowry, Levi Morrell, Carter Kolpetzer, Peyton Davis, and Maddox McMullen through the top 10 here. The number 9, Cade Swarthfager, out front here as he hammers over that finish line jump. Jackson Boyd sitting in the 2nd spot. So Swarthfager, Jackson Boyd, Callahan Russo, still your top 3. There's the 100 of Nick Black in 4th. Liam DeLowry rounding out the top 5. The long hair flowing out the back of the helmet there. Levi Morrell, Lincoln Bray, 6th and 7th. So we have got the Micro Open 4 to 8 riders on the track. Schoolboy 1, 12 to 17, next off the gate, and 85, 10 to 14, down in staging. So Micro Open 4 to 8 riders working through their laps, looking for your leader up and over the FMF power wall. And there is, it looks like, the 17. So Kate Swarthager on the number 9, leading them out here. Jackson Boyd, the 17, making his way through the switchback, hanging on a second. All right, tightening up the battle towards the front of the pack. Liam DeLowry starting to close up here. So Case Swarthager, Jackson Boyd, Callahan Russo, Nick Black, Levi Morrell, your top 5. DeLowry battling to get into that top 5 with Morrell. So the 603 running in 6. Lincoln Bray, Carter Culpepper, Tatum Davis, and Maddox McMullen through the top 10. All right, so the white flag is out. The number 9 ride of Cade Swarthager holding the top spot. There's the 17 of Jackson Boyd. He grabbed that Tamer hole shot, hangs on to the second spot right now. So Cade Swarthager 1-1 scores as they run. Jackson Boyd 2-2. And Callahan Russo 3-3. So that's looking like the podium right now as we're on the final lap. And the battle continues. 4th, 5th, and 6th. Nick Black, Levi Morrell, and Liam DeLowry, they are all bundled up there. So working the final lap here is the micro open 4 to 8. Checkered flag comes out. The race win will go to the number 9 of Cade Swarthfager. Jackson Boyd on the 17 going to hang on to second, and we're looking for Callahan Russo to round out the podium in third on the 594. And there is Russo on the 594. So we're going to get ready now to send it down to the victory podium for our top 3 overall in the micro open 4 to 8.
All right, boys, thanks for throwing it down to me. I want to talk to our 3rd overall finisher down here on the podium. It's going to be Callahan Russo with the 3rd overall. Callahan, brother, how was it out there?
It was really good. I like it because I'm like in the moto, so it's like a lot more fun. Instead of like the braking bumps being all like choppy, I could just like power all the way through those small braking bumps.
So you know what you're doing out there is what you're telling me.
Uh-huh.
All right, brother. I know you got a lot of people out there helping you this year. Tell me who you like to thank.
My mom, my dad, my sister, my grandpa for taking me to a track. I'll thank Cody with G-Man, and with Dirt Labs coaching, Kirby Dog with Kirby Motorworks, Gibbs Moto and Easy Designs, and ASV, Scott, 6D, and that's it. One Industries.
And what do that one industry kid's looking sick. Get up 3rd overall on the podium. Callahan Russo. Good job, bub. Now 2nd overall, he is super pumped because he got the
Whole Shot Award.
Yeah, whole shot award. Hold that thing up. I want to be able to see it. I want to be able to see your face, dude. How do you do it? How do you get the whole shot?
I got the whole shot because I took out my tooth a little bit before, and because I just went for it.
Just made you feel a little better, a little more confident. You didn't have that tooth pain anymore. But guess what? Is the Tooth Fairy coming tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tooth Fairy better. Pony up.
Yeah, she did.
All right, brother. Great moto. Tell me how the moto.
It was good. I think I was picking some good lines. I like the track right now. It's really good, and I'm just stoked.
I'm stoked for you, dude. Tell me who you like to thank.
My mom, my dad, Alpine Stars, Money Inc., my papas, my Gigi's, my brother Finn, O'Neill, Shower Walls Painting, T-Rex. That's all. Thank you.
All right, guys, good for JB. That being Jackson Boyd. Take a second overall. Now we got this little guy, and we call him the champ. Cade Swarfager, bro. How's it feel to be up here being the champ?
Really good.
How'd that motor go? Walk me through it.
I picked good lines. I got past them. And I stayed consistent and I stayed smart.
Consistent and smart. I love it, dude. Also, I'm going to talk about who you got to love. Tell me who your sponsors are.
Mom, Dad, God for keeping me safe, Jones and Roman, Mitten, Dunlop, Mitten, Hex Motorsports, everyone else, thank you.
All right, guys, Cade Swarfager, on behalf of the NMA, I'm bringing Chris Huddle to present you with the NMA #1 play. Give me some knuckles, bro. Or not. That's cool, too. Good job, guys. Don't forget the champagne bottles. Now we're going to bring in Tayton Davis. Tayton, come on, bub. I want you on the podium. So first of all, bring down here to the corner, front and center. Do you know who James Stewart is?
Yeah?
He's pretty rad, isn't he?
Yeah.
Guess what? You're going to the James Stewart Ride Day, bro. You got the luck of the draw. You excited to go to the James Stewart?
Yes.
Awesome. You going to throw some big whips, some big scrubs?
No.
Got to practice it, huh?
I'm not old enough, so I can't.
Oh, I think mom and dad tell you that or something?
Yeah.
You could throw some big whips and big scrubs. I guarantee it. Tell me who you'd like to thank.
My mom, my dad, Well Vision, EMT, Alex, oh yeah, my graphics store, that's all.
Awesome job, Tayton Davis. Going to the James Stewart Ride Day, courtesy of Freestone. All right, guys, I'll do it on the podium. What's going on the racetrack?
We got the Schoolboy 1 Dean out there out front grabbing the Tamer hole shot. It is the Yamaha ride of Gage Brown. He sits in the lead still. Bryce Stesick in second. Gavin Kane third. Mike Wright fourth. And Tennyson Lopez rounding out the top five.
Tayton Davis, I need you back up here, buddy. It gets even better. Guess what you are? You are the young dog out here. You get the underclassman, man. It's a pretty cool award right there. Underclassman Micro Open. Now you got to tell me how your moto went. I heard a lot of other things, but tell me how that moto went.
It went good. Rough stuff. It was a little bit muddy, and I was really trying to get past. Hawk is decent, and that's all.
Yeah, dude, you did a great job here. Hold this one, too. Hold this one right here. Yeah, hold them both up so you look like a cool guy. Look at this guy on the podium. Get over Tayton Davis, guys. All right, now we're officially done here on the podium. Bring us up to speed on what's going on the track.
Well, right now, Dino, it's the Schoolboy 1 working on lap number 3, and no big surprise, the 129 of Gage Brown out in front, and Gage is starting to put a big gap on the field. He's got 13 seconds over the 214 rider, Bryce Stesick. So Schoolboy 1 riders, race 32 out on the track, and I cannot believe I'm saying this. Race 33, final moto of the event, is on the gate, 85, 10-14.
Well, it looks like the pecking order here, Don, as the numbers do not lie. Brown, Stesick, Kane, Wright, Lopez in the exact same finishing order as they were yesterday.
I was going to say, Mr. Consistency in this class, everybody.
That's right. Devin Kane still holding a solid second out of Blue Lake, California. Stesick now going to drop back to third.
Yeah, so Kane going to move up. I was going to say, it looked like Kane had a much better lap that time around, so that's going to swap their positions on the podium.
Comes the 109 of Michael Wright out of Menlo Park, California, up and over the finish line. Tabletop here, just ahead of Tennyson Lopez. The 329 out of Cleveland, Texas. It is all get down, Gage Brown.
Yeah,
Get down.
getting it done for sure. He is now 20 seconds ahead, 23 seconds ahead of second place. And I mean, the lap times don't lie. 2:09 for Brown,
Yep.
2:16 and above for everybody else.
Get down, Gage Brown, the real deal here.
All right, down here on the podium, got a special guest. What's your name, man?
Justin Kinsey,
Justin Kinsey, where are you from?
Coppers Cove, Texas.
All right, well, this is a luck of the draw right here. You're going to the James Stewart Ride Day. And what would happen was some people were out there, they caught you picking up some trash defense line. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So giving us that respect, we're going to pay you the respect and invite you to the James Stewart Ride Day. Pretty exciting, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. You got a rider here with you?
Yeah, my daughter, Carissa Kinsey.
Carissa Kinsey, guess what? You're going to James Stewart Ride Day. It's pretty exciting, isn't it? Everybody excited down here. Anybody like to thank?
I mean, I'd just like to thank the Millers for letting us out here for this track. And, I mean, it's been amazing and awesome to see. It's kind of a new thing. We've never been to this before. And so just being here and the experience and stuff and anything we can do to help out. And we know what it takes to put on this event. We help out at Waco. It's a members-only club, so nobody gets paid to do anything. So when you're able to help out, it just makes it a whole lot easier and better for the people who are putting this on.
Absolutely, man. Well, we appreciate you very much. Thank you for all the help and just paying the respect that you were paying us. All right, guys, what do we got out on the racetrack? I think I see a battle.
Oh, yeah. It looks like Davin Kane and Brian Stesic starting to battle for that second spot. But I got to tell you, I got to give a shout-out to that family you just had on the podium. I was driving in this morning, and I saw somebody walking along the fence line down by the Supercross track, garbage bag in hand, just picking up stuff. And I thought to myself, that doesn't look like somebody that works here.
Like a staff member, yeah.
So, man, hats off to that family for stepping up, showing the appreciation, and helping to clean this place up. We need more of that for sure.
Stesic putting the pressure here on Devin Kane around the Leonard Skinner Oak Tree. The battle for second and third is heating up as they make their way down the Rocky Mountain ATVMC drop-off in the number 5 roller. They'll hit the number 6 step-up and enter the shock sock sweeper nearly side-by-side here.
Yeah, and Stesic, you know he wants that spot back. He was in the second spot overall, and Davin Kane just took it away. So we've got a grudge match going.
That's right. A little back-and-forth action here in the Schoolboy 1. 12 to 17 age group, Michael Wright and Tennyson Lopez, 4th and 5th respectively. And it's still get down, Gage Brown. The 129 out of Cypress, Texas on the YZ 125 up and over the FMF Powerwall, Don.
He's definitely getting down out front here, and the white flag is out.
Hey, big shout out to his dad, Dustin Brown. Dustin has lost, it looks like probably about 30 pounds or so. So Dustin Brown looking really slim, getting in shape.
He did lose it, didn't he?
Yeah.
I found it, unfortunately.
Yeah, wrapped around.
So working the final lap here for Schoolboy 1. And let's pick up that battle for second place as they should pop up over the top. There they are, into the FMF Powerwall. So again, we'll see if Davin Kane can hold off Stesic and give himself that second spot in the overall. He's got him still. Almost identical lap times there, maybe a third of a second separating them. 2:17.26 by 2:17.7.
Yeah, that's close. Very close, Don. As they make their way up to the 100% goggles tabletop number 3 here.
And Kane with a nice line. He got all of that one.
Let's see what they do on that twist and shout section of the track here. They double down. That's where Lassar over-jumped, just out-jumped.
And, doing it lap after lap, he did it like 3 laps in a row. And like you said, every single time he got closer to being able to shut the door in that left-hand turn.
That's exactly what happened. Jumping down into those braking bumps. So our battle for second, third heating up here between Stesic and Kane, West Virginia and California. It is the Texan, Gage Brown, out front. Get down, Gage Brown, as the checkered flag has been pulled out of the huddle hut by our esteemed finish line flagger, Mr. Calvin Kinney. 1-1 moto scores here for Get Down, Gage Brown.
And here he comes over the FMF Powerwall. One more run through that legendary Texas 12-pack.
Don, we nicknamed Gage Brown Get Down so many years ago when he's on 65's JP and I, because he was just always getting down, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, just working it out there, just got on that bike, punched the clock, went to work. Going to grab his lunch pail and hang out at the podium waiting for the rest of the guys to come around.
That's exactly right. He's going to be going up there and seeing Sean Hackley and Dean Diaz, as well as Courtney Miller, working the podium here at the 16th annual 7MX James Stewart Freestone Spring Championship presented by Guts Racing.
And it looks like the 60 of Davin Kane. He's going to hold on to that second spot. Briar Stesic third. And we're looking for Michael Wright, Tennyson Lopez to round out the field. And that'll do it for the Schoolboy 1, 12-17. And we'll get ready now to send it down to the podium to talk to our top three overall. And Dean, we will send it down to you.
Well, as soon as Briar gets that bike on the stand, I'll have a word with our third overall finisher. Briar, you got a little dirty out there. Were you doing some battling or what?
Yeah, I fell over in the turn after the whole shot turn, whatever. And I tried keeping my pace, tried passing them back, and nothing was working, so I ended up third.
Hey, man, third is still respectful for sure. And before we thank our sponsor and stuff, I got to ask you, is today your lucky day?
Maybe, I don't know, is it?
It is. You're going to go to the James Stewart Ride Day, Briar. Pretty exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Awesome, man. You ever been before?
Nope, never.
So we're going to go there, throw some fat whips and scrubs or what?
Heck yeah.
All right, brother. Now you get a chance to thank your sponsor. Let's go to the front of the bike so everybody can see you up here on TV, at home. Briar Stesic, who would you like to thank?
The Lord Jesus Christ for keeping me safe, my mom, my dad, Jones Aroma Motocross School, Dave and Jamie, CNC Metal Masters, O'Neill, OGO, Dunlop Tire, MX Tire, Renthal, and everybody else, thank you.
All right, guys, get up for your third overall finisher, Briar Stesic. Great, great ride. All right, second overall on the podium, Devin, dude, Kane, making it happen out here. Walk me through that moto. It got pretty intense.
Yeah, we went into that corner over there, and he made a mistake, and I went around the outside, and I just tried to hold him off for the rest of the race. I was getting pretty tired, so I just did the best I could.
Hey, no doubt about it. And there's nothing wrong with admitting it. He was wearing you out there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
All right, brother. Who would you like to thank for getting you second overall on the podium?
My mom, my dad, my sister, Tech One Designs, Humboldt Motorsports, Pro Circuit, and everyone else. Thank you.
All right, guys, go Devin Kane, second overall on the podium. Now, our champ, our second to last champ of this Freestone Spring Championship, also getting that Tamer Whole Shot Award, Gage Brown. Tell me about your moto.
It was good. I got the whole shot, and I just sprinted away. And the track was pretty good. It was a little flat, but yeah, it was fun.
Awesome ride. Yeah, you definitely like those bumpy things. But the real question is, you were throwing down in dodgeball last night. How was that dodgeball tournament?
It was pretty good, but threw my arm out a little bit, but we're recovered now.
We're recovered. Get ready for the next one. Who would you like to thank for making this all possible?
My mom, my dad, grandma and papa, Mimi and papa, my sister, my aunts, my uncles, ODI, 100%, Bell, Moose, Jordan and Ed from Altus, all the mechanics from Altus, VP Racing, FMF, on-track school, T-Rex throttles, Bell, Alpine Stars, on-track school, 100%. My trainer, Tommy Hahn, at Underground MX, and everybody else that helps me out, thank you.
Awesome job, Gage Route. On behalf of the NMA, I'm going to bring in Chris Huddle to present you with the NMA #1 plate. All right, boys, last moto on track. Give me a rundown. Who's doing what out there?
All righty, thank you very much, Dean. We have got the 85 10-14. We do need Nick Black back down to the podium. Nick Black back down to the podium. Right now, it's Chase Brennan on the Suzuki with the Tamer hole shot. He's leading them out. Jet Rao, Jackson Wright, Chase Brown, Maverick Gresham Lewis through the top 5. Talon Hill, Lachlan Tekrib, Ichiro Miwa, Liam Levering, and Austin Bolts through the top 10. And then you got Adrian Hopkins, Shalkowitz, Hudson Workman, Hayden Parsons, and Colt Walderberger rounding out the field here as we work through the final moto here today. Yeah, Chase Brennan lights out on that Suzuki out front, grabbing the Tamer hole shot, putting about 6 seconds on the field right now. Chase Brennan heading down the gas alley out front. So Brendan Rao and Maverick Gresham Lewis still running top 3 in the moto. All right, leaders heading back down the hill to the Team Cramp Sweeper. There's your leader over the top of Cemetery Hill. Into the FMF Powerwall for the number 3 Suzuki ride, the RM Army Pro Circuit 1 Industries Throttle Syndicate ride of Chase Brennan. Flying the flag for Suzuki. All right, leaders on the far side there looking at Chase Brennan dropping down on his way to the FMF freeway. Jet Rao hanging on to the second spot out of the Leonard Skinner Oak Tree turn. Maverick Gresham Lewis about 4 seconds back behind Rao trying to move up.
There's the 45 of Colt Walberger gone out of Temple, Texas, back there in 14th position. And Don, we are on the final moto of the event here on this beautiful Saturday morning. You know what, Don? The threat of rain all week, and guess what? We didn't have one sprinkle.
No, might have had one little tiny passing shower. I remember seeing a few droplets on the window at one point on practice.
That was on Wednesday practice.
Yep, the practice day, but
for about 10 minutes.
And we definitely did not have any rain on Tuesday for the Supercross because I still have a bright, beaming forehead.
Yeah. Actually, your forehead is peeling yet.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You're peeling now.
There's a whole nother layer of me coming out.
That's right.
Like an onion.
Well, we just caught a great weather break all week. Just been incredible. Here is our leader, Chase Brennan, out of Winchester, California, who grabbed that Tamer hole shot.
Yep, we're at the halfway point.
Here comes Jet Rao out of Big Sky, Montana. Solid ride here. There's Justin Rao down in the infield, checking out his son, the 722, followed by the 914 of Maverick Gresham Lewis. They're in third position. And the 94 of Jackson Wright back in fourth. Back in fifth position out of Kemp, Texas, Chase Brown, the number 27. Actually, Talon Hill now out of Pennsylvania moves up into fifth. Brown's going to slip back to sixth.
Oh, there you go. So Talon Hill putting in a good lap that time around. Yeah, but look at this. 2:16 for Chase Brennan pretty consistently. And that's going to add up to a gap, and right now it's almost 10 seconds.
And, Don, I will say this one final time. I've enjoyed watching an RM85 run up front. Chase Brennan has delivered for the Suzuki camp out here at the JS7.
Yeah, him and his brother have been on the Suzukis as long as I can remember. I've been announcing them, and it's been always them on the RMs.
Now this,
as you know, I have a special place in my heart for those bikes.
Yep. And this goes to show you don't always have to have the most popular motorcycle to get out there and win.
Whatever makes you feel comfortable on the track. And I know that, in our own experience, it was just the ability to turn, the ability to feel like the bike had a little bit of lightness to it. And, the technology may not be brand new, but if it's not broke, you don't fix it.
Exactly. And there's a reason why Jason Anderson and Kenny Roxon both decided to go get back on those RMZ 450s,
Oh,
Don.
absolutely. And, the folks at Twisted Development have been doing engines for those guys. And they've said, you know what, you really don't need to do too much to make that engine perform. Just a couple tweaks here and there, just a few things that you do with the mapping. And he said those bikes are lively.
I'll say this, too. Arkansas motocross legend Ozzie Barbary. The son's out here racing, not this week, but the Winter Series. And Ozzie grew up coming to Texas race. He told me about 3 or 4 years ago, he still was riding an RMZ 450. He said, Shan, this Suzuki has the fastest 450 motor, bone stock, I've ever been on. And he's a whole shot artist. Van will tell you, Ozzie Barbary, a complete missile. But he bragged on the Suzuki. He said, I don't care if I've got to kickstart it. This motor gets me out of the gate, unlike any other 450.
Yeah, no, that's true. And I felt the same way about the two-strokes, the 65 and the 85 and the Super Mini. Those bikes delivered.
Well, we got Van Martin up here on the TTMX training compound down at the Texas Tornado Boot Camp area. And, Van, how have your students' weeks gone this week?
It's been pretty good. I don't have a ton of students right now. It's been kind of slow, but the students that are out here, we're doing good, close to the podium or on the podium, and top 5s, top 10s. Everyone's hitting their goals right now, so I'm pretty pumped. And, some of them are going to the upcoming Billadilla and Underground, too, so we're looking forward to a couple good more races coming up.
How about, let's talk about Hayes Edwards here. Where's he at this weekend? Is he at the Supercross?
Yep, he's at Indy, so he should be getting ready for practice right now. We were just texting back and forth this morning and telling him he needs to start up front, quit wasting time in that first qualifying session, because that's where he needs to make it happen. And he could be in the main event if he believes it and puts himself there. So he just needs a good start, a good qualifying position, really, to get better gate pick for the heat race, which if you got to go to the LCQ, or you have a better gate pick for the LCQ.
I want you to hop on this stand right here. So a rumor's going around that there's a rider that needed some help, some parts, to finish his race, win a championship, and you stepped up to the plate and gave him some of your parts?
Yeah, because my Cobra e-bike, there was a wire broken, something was unplugged, it couldn't get back in. The wire, it was in it, and then it just burnt out. So I had a gas when I first started racing, a gas e-bike. We still have it. My brother's gonna race it. And that's what I rode. I tried my hardest. The bike is it died in the middle of the race. Well, at the last lap.
Oh, Man, that definitely makes it tough. But guess what? The good deed that you did for that other rider and your hard ride down there. Come on, hold it up for the cameras. Everyone wants to see it. You're going to the James Stewart Ride Day, brother. Anybody like to thank for making this happen?
My mom, my dad, Podium Works, Roos for getting some just awesome graphics. Hex Motorsports, Carolina Cobra. My friends, my brother. My brother, every race, he tells me great job. My friends for having some faith in me. The good Lord for keeping me safe, and everybody else, thank you so much.
All right, and also I forgot, tell everybody who you are.
Nick Black.
Nick Black, man. Great job right there. Act of kindness for helping other riders out. Riders in need are friends indeed. That's what we say in this sport for sure. What's going on out there on the racetrack, guys?
Well, we are working through the 85 10-14. So again, we are working through past the halfway point, 85 10-14. And look at this, we got a side-by-side battle heading down that gas alley. That is the 100 ride of Talon Hill making the move around Jackson Wright. So Talon Hill going to move up to fourth. All right, your leader up and over the FMF Powerwall, the number 3 RM Army ride, Chase Brennan charging through the 12-pack. All right, so Chase Brennan, Jet Rao, and Maverick Gresham Lewis, they continue in the top 3. That has been the top 3 running order right along. Like I said, the 100 now of Talon Hill going to move to 4th. Jackson Wright will drop down 1 spot to 5th. Chase Brown in 6th. Lachlan Techrib, Ichiro Miwa, Liam Levering, and Adrian Hopkins Shalkowitz through the top 10. All right, so we are watching your riders here in the 85 10-14 final moto of the day here for the 2026 7MX James Stewart Freestone Spring Championship presented by Guts Racing.
It is still Brennan, Rao, Lewis, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, Talon Hill in 4th. Jackson Wright rounds out your top 5. Don, Chase Brown, Lachlan Techrib in 7th. Akira Miwa back there in 8th out of Conroe, Texas. Liam Levering in 9th. Adrian Hopkins Shalkowitz in 10th. Austin Bolts in 11th position. Hudson Workman in 12th. With Hayden Parsons out of Gilbert, Arizona in 13th. And Colt Waldberger back there on the gas out of Temple, Texas in 14th position here as we're on lap number 9 now. There is Big Sky, Montana's Jet Rao, the 722. Man, I've missed watching his mom and dad race, Tressa Rao and Justin Rao.
Yeah, I was curious to why we didn't see Tressa out there in the women's class or in the vet classes. But could be perhaps they're just kind of laying
Chilling
back
out.
a little bit and saying, you know what, let's let the boy do the riding and we'll just kind of hang out.
Let's focus on Jet. He's got some a great opportunity here. Team Green signing Jet Rao this past year, and he's got a great opportunity here to run with. He's got the talent, he's got the speed, he's got the cool parents that are going to help provide everything he possibly can to put him in the greatest position to make a career out of this. We'll see, but he is back there about 9 seconds back behind the blistering fast Suzuki rider of Chase Brennan.
Yeah, Brennan grabbed that tamer hole shot and laid down a couple of heater laps and opened up the gap to like 6.5, 7 seconds. And right now it looks like he is just hitting his marks, kind of managing the race from out front.
It kind of takes you back to the Davey Millsaps, Brock Hepler, Charlie Bogart, Travis Pastrana days on the RM80s.
Yeah, yep.
It's cool to see an RM80 out there running out front.
Well, now they got the extra 5, though. It's an 85.
The 85, that's right.
We're showing our age when we say RM80, man. Yeah. And it looks like the white flag is going to come out here. So Chase Brennan on his way to the white flag. And the final lap for a moto win here in the 85, 10-14.
And he knows it, Don. He knows he has this championship in the bag, barring any unforeseen, really crazy circumstance in the next 2 minutes.
Well, you know he must be getting some signals from his team there to say, all right, this is your gap. Just run your race. You got one more lap. Just keep it smooth.
And Maverick Gresham Lewis has not given up hope here. He's just a couple of seconds back behind Jet Rao.
Yeah, he has been creeping up on the back tire of the 722 every lap. Like I say, a second quicker every single lap. So he's closed the gap. We might have some fireworks on the final lap here.
That is right. Lewis putting the pressure on Jet Rao, Talon Hill, Jackson Wright, Chase Brown, and Lachlan Takrib rounds out your top 7 here. Don't forget awards through 7th place. Awards are picked up through 7th place.
Yeah, you can grab those now.
We're on the white flag lap here. Akira Omiwa back there in 8th, just behind Takrib in 7th. And Liam Levering out of Bastrop, Texas in 9th position. Shalkowitz in 10th. Aiden Parsons back there in 13th position. That might have been one of them trips out to the AZ Open many years ago for JP.
Oh, well, you know. You never know.
The Rebel Yell. The Rebel Yell, Don. Well, here we come. The white flag has been waving. We are just a few seconds away here from crowning our class champion here in the 85cc 10-14 age group, which is going to be Chase Brennan out of Winchester, California on the number 3 machine. Check it out. He's just going to roll up over there. Check out that gold helmet Chase Brennan is wearing. Beautiful helmet.
Look at this. Maverick Gresham Lewis giving it everything he's got on the final lap. He closes up, but just not able to get there. Jet Rao will hang on a 2nd. Maverick Gresham Lewis in 3rd.
Pushed all the way to the end, Don.
Yeah, he was not giving up the ghost on that. And look at that. He closed down a 2.5 that time around.
Here comes our 4th place rider out of Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. Number 100 out of Talon Hill, and Jackson Wright out of Camp Hill, Pennsylvania, is going to come across here in 5th position. Chase Brown going to come across here in 6th position. Let's look at the championship here, Don.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be looking at it in a minute, and we're going to be looking at them down on the gate.
Down on the podium.
I'm going to say it's going to probably be exactly as they sit on the track, and yes, it is.
It absolutely is, with Jackson Wright, Talon Hill, and Chase Brown rounding out your top 4, 5, and 6. But it is Brennan, Rao, and Maverick Gresham Lewis, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Congratulations goes out to Chase Brennan, taking the final championship home here from the 16th annual running of the JS7, brought to you by Guts Racing.
Yeah, and it's going to be time to send it down to the final podium down there alongside the start straight. So, Dean, we will send it on down to you, sir.
I appreciate you guys so much. I want to send it on down to Moto Mav himself, Maverick Gresham Lewis, brother. Walk me through that moto. How'd it go?
You know, I got a pretty good start. Just came out like 3rd on the start. Jet was done really good, and I was just trying to catch up to him.
Yeah, you're charging hard, man. You're doing a good job catching up. Who would you like to thank for helping you get up here on the podium?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, the G-Store for keeping me safe, One Industry, Heat Wave, ODI, Ride Helmets, EBR Performance, Altus Motorsports, One Industry, Bill's Pipes, Backyard Designs, Reloose Clutch, and every other stuff I got. Thank you so much. Oh, and ASV.
All right, guys, get up to your 3rd place finisher, Maverick Gresham Lewis. Now we're going to go to our 2nd overall competitor, Jet Rao. He said he was trying to catch you. He wasn't able to get you. How'd it go?
It was good. I got up to a good start, and then he just started catching, so I had to keep pushing it, and then we just ended up 2nd, so it's good.
Definitely good. Hey, let's notice this pink bar pad you got on your bike, and even a pink gas hose. Was that part of your technique?
Yeah.
Awesome. What's up with the pink?
I just like pink.
Yeah, real men wear pink, right?
Definitely.
All right, brother. Tell me who your sponsors are.
My mom, my dad, Tamer, Dunlop, Alpine Stars, Kawasaki, and everybody else that supports me. Thank you, guys.
All right, guys, get up for your 2nd overall finisher, Jet Rao. Whoa, let's get a little breezy up here on the podium. A little cool us off, man. Beating the storm, weather the storm. Chase Brennan, brother, making it happen. You're up here again, 1st place. Walk me through it.
I got a whole shot, like, first time all week. Then 3rd lap, my gas cap hose fell off, and I was just getting splashed by gas the whole time, so took it down a little bit, but yeah, it's good.
That's gnarly, brother, man. Getting it, losing the gas cap and everything, but also this Tamer Whole Shot Award. Tell me who you like to thank making this all possible.
Mom, Dad, BC Goggles, Suzuki, Arm Army, Mika, T-Rex Throttle, Arc Levers, Throttle Syndicate, One Industries. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man, awesome job. And on behalf of NMA, if you can make it over here, going to bring in Chris Huddle to NMA, presenting that #1 plate. You guys get to party on the podium, and while you guys are partying on the podium, I'm going to get our Luck of the Draw Award winner up here. Liam Levering, brother. Bring it on up. Dude, how was your moto out here today?
Oh, I got a horrible start. Just tried to reel it back in, but track's kind of one line right now.
Yeah, man, make it happen. Hey, hold this right here. Are you excited to go to the James Stewart ride day?
Yeah.
We can throw some big whips?
Oh, heck yeah.
How about some scrubs?
Maybe.
We'll work on those right before we go to the... Hey, tell me who you'd like to thank, who's making this all possible, and you're getting to go to the JS7 ride day, man. Who's making this all possible?
Jesus Christ for keeping me safe. My mom, dad, Bees Moto Lab, AOT, 60, 100%, Dunlop, ODI, OGO, and everybody else who I forgot. Thank you.
All right, guys, give it up for Levering, getting it done. Hold it up loud and proud. All right, that'll do it for podiums up here today. Just in time. We weathered the storm, made it happen. It's cooled off, so I'm going to make my way on down and get a sweater. But I'm Dean Dias. You guys are still up there. You guys can close this show.
Indeed, we will, Dean. Thank you very much. Great job down there on the podium all week this week. Love to see you down there having a good time with the kids. And, folks, it is time to make sure you get those transponders returned over to the eScore trailer. If you have your transponder